set.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think it's very interesting what you're doing, and the way that you got training in systems family therapy, I gather.
Yes. Yes.
And also sounds like you've got a strong background in cognitive behavior therapy. Is that right?
Yeah, nowadays you can't really outskirt CBT. It's like everywhere.
Yeah, I know. Mm-hmm. And, my therapeutic interests really go across the board. So so CBT is what's known as a manualized therapy, which is basically that it's been laid out in such an objective way that it's almost like you can follow a manual, at least at the most basic level. And a lot of people, myself somewhat included, would think, well, that's pretty limiting, to have to do such a rote thing. So I think one of the things I wanted to ask you about that might be a challenge for you is, how do you get beyond that, beyond a manualized approach for something that would fit into the category of, say, depth psychology?
Yeah. Well, I think that would be really something for the long run, the long picture, because right now where we're at, we're subclinical. So I'm starting a study that can show that the app acts preventative because it's giving you skill sets to deal with stress. The next version, the reason why I'm here in Berlin at the NOAA conference is because I want to raise 1.4 million to be able to add therapeutic features for depression and anxiety, because these are often comorbid. And then after that, we're going to go a bit deeper. But I would state, with what I have seen so far, what digital therapy can do and what I have seen my apps do, I think that we will be pretty much scratching the surface of low-level depression, low-level anxiety. And to be honest, I do believe that face-to-face therapy is the best. And one of the things that I want to do in the application is kind of lower the stigma and psychoeducate people that, going to see a therapist is a good thing. It's positive. It's empowering. It's part of the journey that can change your life in a very, very good way. And so I don't actually want to take away from the face-to-face therapy and to the in-depth therapy. I mean, if one day we're able to treat deep depression with an app, that was wonderful, right? Because then a lot of people who don't have the money or will be on waiting lists or live rurally or are too afraid to speak to someone could be treated. Those are all good things. But at the moment, I think it would be pretty much still scratching the surface.
Yeah, well,